You know what they should do actually? You know there are places all over Singapore where people are waiting for 1-2 hours for food. It's Hai Di Lao. People are just waiting outside for their plate, right?
Beside the manicure station should be a blood
A
donation.
blood donation station.
You see the one guy on the right doing the noodles, then on the other side eating testes. Like,
How can I be Singaporean of the year?
be me.
This is your daily catch-up.
Boom.
This episode is sponsored by Red Cross Singapore, and if you've been enjoying our content, as you should,
Hopefully.
hopefully.
Very nice to
A
watch.
very inclusive show.
Please
Please
watching
like,
this.
share, and subscribe.
Very
Comment down
nice.
below. Did y'all know that there is a Singaporean of the Year award?
Given by who?
Yeah, who
Given
gives it?
by,
What's the criteria?
it's quite a big event. Like Halima, Madam
President.
Madam Halima, Jacob. She presents it. Yeah, so it's hosted by Straits Times, and then they have multiple other sponsors like
Every year got one.
every year got one. So every year.
The Singaporean of the year.
I'm not sure whether every year have 10 nominees, but last year, 2021, there were 10 nominees and then there's like one winner lah. So the guy that won it last year is,
Wait, who nominates?
Yeah, but what's the criteria?
How to, yeah.
I want to win also.
okay, I don't know the criteria, but there's a
Is it
panel.
like if you save the person from getting slashed, that one?
I think maybe can.
So
Later I will read to y'all who are the
Basically,
other people.
Altruistic in nature lah.
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
So the guy that won this year, Mr. Okay, I try my best his name. Mr. Sakti Balan Balatandotam.
Okay.
Okay, he donated a part of his liver to a little girl that he had never met.
A little part.
Like a part of it,
23%. So about a quarter of his liver.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah, and so the story is that while checking, like, so he was scrolling through social media, he found like the post online where the young couple was looking for a liver donor for their 1-year-old child. So the child, who is named Raya, was diagnosed with this rare disease which will eventually lead to liver failure.
Right.
Yeah. So in his interview, he said that over the next 3 hours, he couldn't stop thinking about this toddler that needs help. So it spurred him to go and read up on like organ donation. He read it up on it online, learned about some of the surgical like procedures and like how long you need to take to recover. And then that night, right, he called the couple, and by then he already like pretty much decided already to donate his liver.
Wow, that's damn.
Yeah. And 2 months
honestly,
later,
very
they
selfless,
did the surgery.
Yeah.
Wow,
He deserved that.
Crazy.
He deserved
Okay
that.
lah, yeah lah.
Respect.
Respect.
Yeah. So it all happened quite quickly.
Good job, sir. Good job.
Yeah, honestly.
How
I'm
much of
just
your
scared.
liver can you give?
I think up to 50% if I'm not wrong.
So he
'Cause
can
it
do
will
one
grow
more time.
back. It will grow back.
It will grow back.
No way.
Okay.
So he can infinitely give.
over time lah. I
Over
guess.
time, because depends on how much you cut off, right? Then it'll take about like 6 months to grow back to the full length.
Well, I didn't know you are a professional in this.
How you know?
Yeah, liver
Because my mom
expert.
has cancer.
Oh.
So she had
Then?
to cut out
Now we're
almost,
also paiseh.
Yeah.
for Medifund.
almost 60% of her liver. So only because the cancer spread to like the whole a big part of her liver, right? So only
Right.
left with like 30%, 35% left that is healthy. The rest not healthy. So they cut it away, and then eventually it took her about like 4-6 months for it to slowly like.
That's
happen.
quite fast. I
Yeah.
expect like years.
So
eh.
it grew back like
Yeah,
fully
so she's
already.
healthy now. Like she just
Wow.
had it like during Chinese New Year.
So every 6 months, I can
last
donate. Every 6 months, I can donate 60% of my liver to somebody.
No lah, I think
to
hers is
help
extreme
lives.
case.
That's extreme. My mom said
Oh,
extreme
okay,
because
okay,
like
okay.
you know like there are different arteries to your and a vein or whatever to your liver ma. So
Right.
like my mom had to cut out quite a few tubes that are connected to it. So now the liver is left with one in and one out.
Oh.
Yeah, but it still is fine.
It's still sorry. For people out there who don't know, right,
okay.
what does a liver do?
Okay, what liver does?
It cleans your
Wow.
It's the,
nobody
oh my god,
knows.
a liver is the largest organ in your body aside from your skin.
Yeah, it's.
It removes toxins from the body's blood supply, maintains healthy blood sugar levels, regulates blood clotting, and performs hundreds of other vital functions.
All I know is that every time you drink a lot, right, people call you iron liver because like the liver cleans out all the
yeah,
bad
because
parts
that's
of
their
it.
main job to clean the
Right.
blood. Even still for that guy, it's really quite.
No,
admirable,
it's like it's deserved lah.
Yeah.
No, yeah, wow, very.
But how
very
do they
good.
choose though? Like, what if like there are another person like give like part of the
Yeah, I was thinking that also. Like,
Yeah.
you
Then how?
So it's
you
based on the
give,
match.
Like, he give 23% of his liver.
so only give 24%.
That's okay. Honestly, right? Fantastic, you know. Like that's like great thing to do, right?
Wait,
but I'm sure people
1
give
year old is
more.
about like this size, right? So if I comparatively to this, so the liver is about like that.
You are assuming that all the organs grow together with a human body, right?
Do they not?
They
The
As in,
eyes
so-
don't. Your eyes stay the same.
No, so can you like he give his liver is maybe this. don't know how big. But like 23%, is it not like her entire liver already?
Maybe that's why he only needed to give 23. He
Yeah.
could give given more, right?
Yeah.
They only needed 23%. Lah.
Wow,
but
but yeah, so then I
wondering
was thinking like, would I go and donate my organs to someone that I don't know? I mean, the answer is no. And
Not to
Why?
win the
Why?
award lah.
okay, like for liver, okay, cause it grow back. But for the other parts, maybe not lah. Or for like higher risk,
Yeah.
maybe not.
But if there's like, for example, you have 2 kidney, you only need 1. Is effectively give the other one.
But what if like suddenly like your family needs it?
Then may somebody else provide, no?
Wow.
Pay it forward.
Yeah, because urgently right now, somebody needs it. If everybody thought that way, nobody will be donating the kidneys.
True.
Look at you.
Have you guys ever like donated blood? Like, you know those blood donation drive forever?
I've tried, but I failed.
What do you mean
Huh?
you fail?
Because I traveled to a country that like got some disease or don't know what during that period of time that I cannot donate.
Oh, but you want there was
But I was there in
intention.
the center and I watched my friends donate lah. Quite cool, got the thing, the teet, teet, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah.
They move the blood bag sack thing so that the blood like keeps sloshing back and forth.
I also never donate blood before. I mean, they came to my school like twice. In JC, they came to my school twice. But then it's always like training season, like leading up to competition. Then my coach don't allow you to
Right,
go and donate
right.
because it affects your training.
But you wanted to.
I wanted to lah.
Does it affect
No, because
very
FOMO,
badly?
everybody go and donate. Everyone got that cool
Hey,
plaster.
like me also,
right?
yeah.
FOMO.
But I don't FOMO for body part things lah. I FOMO for altruism.
Like my friend actually conned me to donate blood. So like he's someone who has been doing it for a while, and so like he's been evangelizing like blood donation for a while, right? So he will get people to come down meet him for lunch or what, and then he'll be like, hey, I'm going to go donate blood, you want to follow me? And then almost I think 100% of everyone that he has done that to, right, has also donated blood.
Wow.
Until me. Because I'm so scared of needles, right? So he said, hey, like meet me at this place, eh? I think it was the Dhoby Ghaut one where you can donate blood.
What
So he said, hey, we
sketchy.
meet for lunch, eh? Then after that, just opposite is the blood donation. Then he said, oh, by the way, I'm just gonna go donate blood. Follow me, eh? I was like, okay.
Like casually.
Just casually. Then after he like told me, okay lah, hey, you want donate blood? I was like, what? Dude. I started being damn angry with him. Like he's my damn close friend. You know I hate needles. This is the worst thing in the world. For me to make me feel bad for not like donating blood, right? Like I really want to help, but I really can't get over my fear of needles. This is damn like conflicting for me. So like I sat there for damn long thinking like, should I do the right thing or should I like walk away? And I very shamefully walked away.
No wonder you don't know the needle size. I was gonna
That's
ask
why I
how
don't know
come you
needle
don't
size.
know.
Yeah. As I was nearly about to cry, right, as my friend was like asking me, pressurizing me to, I said, if there's any other way to extract blood from me, right, if like I had to shit blood or what, right, I
I
would
would do.
donate blood. I just cannot do needles. Like you need me to vomit blood, I'll do it, you know, like just any way. I really want to help.
No, but you cannot see it one. Because after they poke and all that already, right, then the tube start flowing already. Then you cannot really see. I think they cover with cloth also.
Oh yeah, they do.
It's like it's normal after that. Yeah. Like as I was being assured in the center. It's really fine. One.
So you say, right, they had to stick like 2 things to your nipples and then they extract the blood through your nipples. You
on.
okay?
I'm on.
They basically had to milk you.
Actually, right, I think I'm more willing to do it now though. Because like after being through all like the vaccinations and all, like, I think I've become a little bit better with needles.
Red Cross would like everyone to know that blood donation is not scary. Don't be scared by it.
No, I don't think. Okay, I think when you are there, the at least from my experience was that the staff were very nice, and once you are there with the process and the intention, right, I think it helps you to overcome everything else. Yeah, like you know that this is going to save somebody's life. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think that just overrides everything else.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I feel like going with a friend really helps. Cause it's like you hype each other up in a sense, or you both feel like you're doing something good.
Is that, and also I guess it's good to have a friend. I mean, not everyone has that, but it's good to have a friend who's been through the process before, because they can really walk you through. I think it's the not knowing what's gonna happen that's a bit
Right.
scary. But having someone to, either the friend or like a nurse over there, which they are honestly very very friendly, to like walk you through the whole process really helps, so that you just know what to expect lah.
You know what? Like I feel like the layout of the center that I went to, right, could have been optimized. So what happens is that you have this register area. You enter, you register at the counter, or whatever. Then you go to the center where, I mean, the seats where they help to draw the blood. Then after that, right, you go to this little counter where you're done donating already, and then they have all these snacks and treats out there for you to replenish like your blood and your liquid out there. They should put that at the front. Then you like, oh, that's where I get to get that. Then wait, you donate first. Oh, okay, faster.
I'll tempt them.
Yeah.
You're like a child,
No, but it really will work. Like it really will work. They're like, wow, Milo.
You know what
all the fun snacks are
You know what they
Oreo.
should do actually? You know there are places all over Singapore where people are waiting for 1-2 hours for food. It's Hai Di Lao. People are just waiting outside for their
So
plate, right?
beside the manicure station should be a blood
A
donation.
blood donation station.
Well, I really hope they don't mix up the bags. The mala chili oil bag there. Wow,
Tomato
taman
soup,
time.
blood.
Wow, today thick sia the soup. Wow.
So Hai Di Lao also need an operating theatre. They can do transplant.
You just go to Carousel, you put willing to sell.
You see the one guy on the right doing the noodles, then on the other side the intestine. Like transferring the intestine.
Red Cross, right? Actually, I mean, when they reached out to us, they actually sent me a pun, like in their objectives. They say they want to get millennials because they need new blood.
Wait, that's not bad.
That's not bad. Yeah, but then so basically, the number of young donors in Singapore has been declining by like almost 40% in the last decade.
Oh,
so
shit.
they don't really know why. I feel like why people don't really care about blood donation. To me, I'm a person that is hyper convenience minded, right? So if you, for example, can bring it to my school, then I will do. Like if I maybe like here downstairs or whatever have, right, I will go and do. But to go all the way there and then do it sounds like a hassle to me, and it will not come out in my like weekend
Yeah,
plans
yeah,
lah.
yeah.
So that's what's stopping me.
Aren't there like organized donation drives by schools or like
There are.
companies also, right?
I think so. Yeah.
But even when you organize, like the number of people that sign up might not.
Justify
It's
the
still
cost.
voluntary, it's not compulsory.
I feel like it's one of those awareness campaigns, right? But I feel like there's a general lack of awareness that these things are happening. Because I remember that I didn't even know that blood donation was a thing, or maybe I forgot about it. I was reminded when my friend told me to go and do it. You know, like I think not enough people talk about it. That's why it's not surprising that it's on the decline, lah.
Right.
That's why we should encourage more people to do it.
We go
Okay, then.
Okay, we all go
organize-
together. Ah.
Really?
We organize a TDK
Ah.
donation like.
Donation drive.
What are we really gonna do? We're gonna talk to you as your donate blood for the next 12 hours.
A live, wow, shacks, yeah.
We do like
Damn
an NFT
shag.
meetup, right? But got no NFTs involved. But it's
But
like a
it's
little
blood.
meetup with whoever wants to come. Yeah, okay.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
Let's legit go.
Okay, yeah.
Red Cross sponsored post. Thank you.
They're already sponsoring this episode.
But I feel like
Getting ready.
if you could give me like anesthesia, right, so that I will fall asleep, right? Did I say that right?
Got anesthetic.
Yeah, no, it's
Can
the
you see your
feeling of the
vein?
needle.
Is it easy?
It's easy.
Oh, that
You
okay.
can see my
Ah.
vein.
I actually have a friend that is quite inspiring. So she shared with me that she donates blood quite regularly, and then right, she's low on iron. So because if you're low on iron, then donating blood takes away that, right? So like 2 weeks before, I think she need to like start prepping. So she need to start eating all the high iron food. Then she will take like iron pills so that she can go and donate blood.
Wow.
Effort.
That's
She got to
a
win the.
lot.
So did she win the prize?
Never.
No. So yeah. So who else? What other things can I
okay,
do to
come.
win? I mean, can people?
You can do a whole variety of things. Basically, the award is given to like an individual, or it can be a group actually that has made an impact on society through achievements that put Singapore on the world stage, or for improving the life of others in the community, or by showing resilience in the face of adversity.
How do you get noticed though? Someone has to nominate you, lah. I'm
Yeah.
guessing the beneficiary.
Okay,
tends
I'm
to
not sure
nominate.
how you get nominated, but then I know that the winner is actually, there's a panel of 13 judges, but there's also public voting. Yeah, so you can be voted to win lah. Yeah.
So who was the runner-up?
There's no runner-up. There are 9. Okay, technically there are 9
Nine
runner-ups. So let me just read off some of their achievements. So there's a guy that grew his father's nasi lemak business from like one store into more than 40 outlets. Then now he's teaching other hawkers to expand their business.
Is it called Crave?
There's a, no, it's called, I don't know what his name is called. There's a couple that got emotional after seeing a single pack of instant noodles left in the kitchen of a family that they visited. So they now provide free groceries for the hungry people right from their Tampines home every day.
Thank God, I thought they just got emotional. That's it.
Yeah.
No.
It's like,
So they have like a kind of a shelf like outside their house, like free food, then you can just go and take.
oh,
nice.
it's like the library where you get to like.
Have I mentioned this before? But like my house, my neighborhood nearby, the one. Like I think that's damn interesting. Like in my neighborhood, right, near the RC, the residential
Center.
Yeah.
Corner.
College.
which every kind of neighborhood has, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, any cluster of flats has. There is this area that used to just be like 2 tables, like an elderly corner, which is just your stone tables and whatever. And over the last, like since circuit breaker, they started planting trees and plants and all kind of shit, right? Until they developed a nature trail that you can learn about how to grow plants, the different types
so
of
cute.
plants
Wow.
and like food and all that kind of stuff. Then right, on the other side, right, they turn it into like a library and everything looks like it's like they own self go and build, like this
Yeah.
jungle hut kind of like very cool civilization, level 1 kind of like place. Then they started to put in LED lights. Then they put in install a fridge, they install all sorts of shit, right? And now, right, there are 2 refrigerators that I don't know who will come by and
Contribute.
stock with like certain like basic necessities. It could be like fruits, it could be like I don't know, some basic stuff lah. So people that I'm guessing the less fortunate people around the area can actually just go there and like help themselves. Like to me that's like freaking awesome, yeah.
It's also so great
Very
that I'm assuming that they just take what they need. Yeah, I mean in a
It's
like,
a
I will
trust system
picture-
which we are not brought up with. Yeah.
we are brought up with free take.
Yeah. I mentioned it to my grandmother as we drove through into the car park and we saw it, right? Then she was like, okay, another day I go and take. But she joking lah, she joking.
Your
Yeah.
grandma's so cute. Other nominees, for example, like Loh Kian Yew or
I
like
thought
Yip Pin Chiu,
That's
they
the
were
badminton
both
and the
nominated also because
Paralympian.
they put Singapore basically on the world stage and like won stuff lah.
Yeah.
So it doesn't have to be altruistic. It can just be achievement also. Okay.
Wow, but they lose to 23% of the people.
Which, to be fair, is
Okay
wow.
lah, yeah lah.
Yeah, no, but okay lah. Reading through all the people, I would have voted for him also.
Okay,
I
okay.
feel So to incentivize winning this actually gives you $20,000 in cash, while the other finalists will get $5,000. So you don't even need to win to get a prize. And
Do I apply again?
and SIA.
Got our attention.
SIA, who is a sponsor of this thing, right, sponsors a pair of business class tickets for the Singaporean of the Year and a pair of economy class tickets for the other finalists. The top award recipient will also receive a 5-night stay at any of the Millennium and Copthorne Hotel Global properties, while the other finalists will each get 3-night stays. So, how far would you go to win the Singaporean of the Year award?
Does anybody need liver?
Yeah, he's happy that the kidney also, you're happy, right?
I give. Yeah.
Bone marrow,
Can.
Yeah, you
Can
must
grow-
change it
give.
up.
Let me know. Is there a menu? Hai Di Lao. With checklist, right? You take the wrong one. Just a checklist of stuff that I can give, right? I'll give. How will you all try to win this Greater Singapore? Is there something you all confidently think you all can do to get at least nominated?
Wow, have you even done something good in the past 1 year of your life?
Well, you didn't
Your life in general.
No. It's a general question not directed at you. I just happened to look at you.
Okay, because sometimes I feel like certain things are so circumstantial that I don't want to take any credit for it. So like there was a car accident that happened further down the road before, like a couple years back, and then I immediately rushed onto I was there, so I rushed onto the scene and then I tried my best to help the person. But in all honesty, right, I really didn't do much. But I was there and I was trying to communicate with the dude, trying to get help and all that lah. Yeah, but you see, like even if you nominate me, I wouldn't want.
Yeah.
Like give it to somebody who actually sacrificed something, or yeah.
But then, okay, see, I got these 2 guys, right? They showed courage when they stopped to help a driver whose car had crashed and got her to safety just before the car burst into flames.
Ooh.
No, yeah, so like that one, if nobody else was there and then they're the only person and all that, right, I think okay, not bad. Like you risking your life for somebody else, right? Yeah. I think that's good lah. My
Okay,
one
if
didn't feel
the
that
car
way.
didn't burst into flames, would they still be nominated though? Like, because it's very exaggerated, you know, like I mean, like
The action movie
Right.
moment lah.
yeah. If didn't, if it's just like just for the safety. then
They might not have made the news.
Yeah.
Plus, like the beneficiary also wouldn't have the same like feeling of like, oh my god, I want to nominate this person.
Yeah. But I feel like for the most of us, right, like to be moved to action is a very big leap. You know what I mean? For example, like the couple that set up their own like free food booth, right? It's just because they went to see someone visit a family and then that just moved them to do something.
No. I think you're downplaying what they're doing. Like I can see shit, right? But to go from that step of being emotionally triggered or whatever
Yeah.
to go and start something,
Yeah.
a whole
Yeah,
project to support somebody, I think that's like massive.
Yeah, exactly. So as in to be moved to do something, like we are not at that stage, We are moved, but then we just stop there lah. But then they actually took action to go and do it, which I feel like most of us are stuck at, we just feel sad about it and then we don't do anything about
All
it.
right. Okay.
Or the
okay.
easiest thing for people to do is like donate money, lor. They feel like, which is still a lot, but sometimes it's like I throw money at the problem, like oh shit, I feel so sorry about this. Okay, where can I donate to? But these people are either sacrificing their time, their effort. There's a lot of things that they can do, like people work 9 to 5 and then on the weekends they have to like do this.
Not to discredit people that are donating money, because maybe that's the
No,
best
of course
thing that
not.
they can do.
Of course not.
yeah.
But John Paul
like-
feels strongly about donating money.
No. I think it's fine to donate money. I think it's disgusting when you donate and you post about it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. I feel like some of them don't even realize it, but they donate and then they go and take on social media, go and say like, guys, I'm donating, go and do it too. And then you see like they post like the amount that they donated and stuff like that. Right? Wow. To me, fucking turn off, yeah.
But if it encourages,
Yeah.
like, if it showing off but encourages people to do something that's for good at the end of the day, like, just means justifying the end, isn't it a good outcome?
I think you don't need to post the amount you're donating.
Yeah, but if they don't get to post it, they will not do it. Isn't that worse off for society in general?
No, but because I don't think that they are posting the money to show off, but they are posting it as proof that they did donate. You know what I mean? So it's not just I say, hey guys, go and donate. I'm
Yeah.
saying that I myself am not just moving my mouth, and then therefore,
Why do I need to prove to people that I'm donating?
no, so that to encourage
encourage
other
the
people
others.
lah. Like lead by
has
example,
proof of
ma.
donation ever encouraged you to do something?
Actually, yeah. I've donated before because I saw someone like donate like $1,000 and I'm like, okay.
I
Like,
can do 50 bucks.
there might have been a cause that like maybe I think like maybe in 2020 like when the rainforest was burning or whatever, and then like I knew about the issue, and then I kind of ignored it until I started seeing my feed like $1,000, $500, and I went, yeah, okay, fine, I need to do something. But I feel like if people need to brag about it for them to do it also, I feel like the ends justify the means in some regards, I guess.
Really?
Even though it's damn cringe.
But
even though it's
I
damn
know what you
cringe.
mean. I do have some friends who, social media friends.
Wow, suddenly not friends already.
Hey, no, I mean like I do see this kind of posts also. That I my thought is like, oh, are they posting to show how generous they are? Or at that time when I look at it, my first thought was also like what you felt. But I just thought like, okay, always think the best of other people is okay. Maybe they just really want to help.
Yeah. You're
What would
growing-
I do if I to in order to win this award?
Of course that we won't do it just to win the award. Of course lah.
Yes, of
But
course.
But if
That
the
could
means
qualify-
justifies the
hey. Sure.
Okay, I guess if someone really need a lever, then okay.
No, but you cannot repeat. It feels like it'll be too repetitive if they awarded a liver the next
like
year.
liver no.
Yeah.
Okay,
Go
any
wait 5
young
more years.
person needing a kidney urgently.
I
No,
would
I-
adopt
Say complete your sentence.
let me think. I'll adopt like a bunch of, like, you know, recently got one case, right? The HDB kena burned down, but then a
The
bunch
SCDF
of
cats.
like a
CPR,
bunch
yeah.
of animals. I'll take them all in. Take care of them.
Not allowed.
Or like,
killing people's dreams
For example, if there's a family of like 9, for example, right, and then the parents pass away, and then you adopt all 7 children.
Wow, no.
Father Abraham.
You crazy, Half of them will die before the end of the year, yeah.
Exactly, that kind of crazy will win you Singaporean of the year.
But then the 20k cannot cover the cost.
It's okay, you take the business class, you fly
On the
away.
business class, yeah.
But you only have 2 tickets.
The rest were in the
No,
hospital.
you are
the hotel.
escaping.
Oh, you.
Okay. I was going to send them off. Enjoy, bye.
Wow, we're horrible people there.
But I don't think I can do those. I can do those like, having the lady from the car. All that I can.
So you go out looking for like cases.
But to be
Or she
honest,
caused the accident.
I have had help. I have help. Yeah, I have had help. I've helped. Sorry. I've
She should say as
helped,
many
like-
H words as possible.
Like I've helped people, members of the public. Like, but I didn't think that it was something like what you said, like worth awarding for.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I did help. Not even kidding. I really helped a blind man cross the road. But like,
Wow.
like he really hung onto me. Like he really cannot see. Then because I don't.
You really cannot see her.
No, then I had to, because I had to walk through the neighborhood. He wanted me to bring him to this masseuse parlor or something. Massage parlor. Then I forgot that he really cannot see. So sometimes I was holding him, right, then got a pot of flour that I just walk. Then he tripped a few times. I feel so bad. I'm a terrible. I really want to help, but I didn't mean.
He
but
thought he can stop using the stick already, got you.
Yeah.
Then he fall down.
Then he kena.
Then he keep tripping. Then like, oh shit, sorry. Yeah. So
That's why you need to go massage.
Yeah, go down.
Actually, he's going somewhere else. You make him kena the rabak his feet.
This reminded me of like American Idol episode where there was a blind singer and then Ryan Seacrest tried to high five him.
There's no coming back from there.
You need to awkwardly grab the guy's hand and then I
He continued. He could have just like put the hand on the shoulder. Oh, that means Ryan see Chris. God clear, but he not seeing. Ryan cannot see Chris.
But it's like, okay lah,
The-
when I think I'm not the most altruistic person. Even when I think back to like, secondary school, you all do CIP.
No.
No.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
You have to clock 100 hours of volunteer
you have to
work.
hold a can. At,
Oh.
Orchard
No,
Road
no,
and
No,
just
lah, that's not the
go.
only
That's like
one.
they-
Yeah,
Oh, you have
yeah.
to go to old people's
yeah,
house
yeah,
and then you have to go and like.
I never really did any CIP that is, I felt like that was genuinely like for the community.
No, but some people just want to put stuff on their resume. Like there was one time like, oh, Youth Olympic Games, YOG, let's go and volunteer. And suddenly everybody's wearing purple, right? And they only did just for their resume. Like,
But they got to meet JJ Lin, right?
True. Oh yeah.
I think to do something good, I think a bit challenging. But if you were like, I feel like if somebody were to attack somebody else in public and I in my vicinity,
Or the
right,
recent
wow, I
ones.
fly kicks, yeah. Like I would like, whoa, like jump into the scene and try to like. I feel like I take somebody on.
Well,
but my
actually,
fear
maybe
is that I kill somebody in the process. No,
Singaporean
like
of the
not not like push somebody aside then their head hit the curb lah to get to the assailant or whatever.
and
But
then you are killed the assailant,
To protect.
allegedly.
Singaporean of the Year wannabe accidentally kills man.
Wow, Darwin Awards, yeah. So, maybe one of the the Beach Road slashing guys will win. Those guys from the hot pot restaurant.
but some of them really never do anything.
True.
They just hold a large object in the distance, right? Like, do they really deserve the award? Like, are we just giving these awards out too easily? Like, I feel like there were a few people that contributed. Like, they actually put their life on the line to kind of, stop the person. But-
Yeah, so you
but-
can vote, lor. You can vote who is the most
No,
deserving.
but maybe I want to vote for that one guy.
Yeah, lah, then
But
go
then
for that
the,
one.
the 10 people that win, right? Like,
Wow,
do
then each
all of
person
them
only get
deserve it?
2K.
I don't know, man. Yeah, then you have to share the seat.
Wow.
Not to discredit the courageous act they did.
But I guess it's really like both of you said, right? It's something that you cannot really game. It's just so happened that you are there, and then maybe like out of gratitude or what, then people nominate you.
No, and also, right, you see, this is why I don't like to talk about the kind deeds that you do. Who saw you help the blind person cross the road unless you tell somebody,
You
correct?
also have to.
Nobody.
Then you have to go and tell somebody, not that I want to brag, right? But the other day, right, I go help this blind uncle cross the road. Then that person will be like, oh wow, you're so nice, I need to nominate you.
Yeah,
No, that's why you gotta make the news for it. So
But how do you make the news though?
9 people come together. Let's cross
Let's
5
go.
times. Come back. The other day also I was on the bus, like on the way to work, right? Then I sit next to this, like I think she's like a domestic helper, but she's new to Singapore, whatever one lah. So she don't know where the hell she going, right? But she need to get to some center, or whatever.
Right.
So I know exactly which stop it was. So she asked me, right? She asked me like, do you know where's this place? Where do I get off? Then I told her, I know where. You just, I will let you know when to get off. But I'm not sure whether she understood because she asked me a few times. Then I repeat, but then she's like, not sure.
then the next stop she get off.
Then, no, so she sit next to me, but she keep checking her phone. No. Then I just sit there, I plug back in. I just like, never mind. I know when she's gonna get off. But I'm just gonna tell her. Then after a while, I start thinking like, is she very uncomfortable and like anxious because she doesn't know when?
Yeah,
she's
it
gonna
is.
get off?
It
Yeah,
is.
but I don't know how. What am I gonna do, right? Like, am I supposed to tell
There's
her
like how
like?
many more stops?
No, I also don't know. I only know where is the stop. But you want me to take up an app and calculate how many bus stops, man?
No, but
But to be fair, he's quite boomer lah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
As in, I-
He doesn't
yeah,
have
I know,
any
it's quite
technology.
leceh lah. It's quite
Idiots,
leceh,
like,
yeah.
and like, trust me lah, right? But the act of just trust me
It's damn
sometimes
scary for
doesn't
her.
look. Yeah, exactly. And then she maybe like she's scared she get off at the wrong place or what.
Yeah.
In the end, she got off at the right stop and all this kind of thing.
with
Because
your
you
help
help
or
with it.
she.
You with my help, yeah. I told her that the next stop is the one. Then I help her press or. Then she get out. Like, she had to squeeze past me. She never say anything.
Seriously.
No, but like, Then like you just no gratitude or nothing, I mean, I don't care lah, right?
Really, man, sound like you can.
Sounds like
No. I think no, because I'm recounting it because of the anxious part that I make her feel. But
Right.
then now that I think about it, yeah, sad. Maybe I should get like an award.
Maybe if you can, if Mothership
Like,
can write
you know-
about this.
No, I completely agree because I feel like that thank you right is damn important to me. I get angry one, sometimes like if someone doesn't say thank you, then I start to reflect like, so am I doing the good deed because of myself, or is it really to do the good deed? And I think like we spoke about this in previous episode, right? Like I think like that made me realize how inherently selfish we are. Because even when at least I'm doing a good thing, I'm looking for a thank you, even if it's not recognition or whatever. It's just a thank you. Like, I think there was one time there was a lady downstairs my block who was like buying her dinner. So it was like a instant noodle in a bowl. Then it got stuck halfway. So it's the kind that got the spirally thing and it got stuck, right? And then I saw her desperately trying to shake the thing. So she was almost crying.
But was he strong enough to?
So I don't know whether maybe, I mean, what I assume, I'm assuming that maybe she spent her last dollar to maybe eat
Right.
something, you know.
Oh.
Then to me it's like, like how can I help lah? So I go there. Then I look at the thing, right? If I call the number, it might take very long. It's like maybe 9 p.m. already. Don't know whether it's the next day. It's not going to help, right? So I just decided like,
Just buy
okay,
another.
I can just buy something and then like make it drop lah. Thankfully, there was something that I wanted that was just nicely aligned to her bowl.
Okay.
Bought the thing and then like I took it and I passed to her. lah.
Wait,
And
then her
then-
bowl won't spill?
no,
it's a-
instant
it's a-
noodle.
Oh,
It's
okay.
a
I
noodle.
thought it's cooked. Okay.
Yeah. Then
What if he missed
Then
the
she
first
didn't
time?
thank you.
yes, no, I would have. I don't mind buying more of that.
But the instant noodle has such poor nutritional value though.
yeah, but maybe she.
That's not the
couldn't
main point of the
afford.
story. I want to hear whether.
Okay.
So like I got both of the things down.
Yep.
I took the bowl and then I passed to her. Then she just walked away. She like didn't say thank you or what. Then like I think my immediate reaction was like,
Hey uncle.
what the f-?
Yeah.
Like I just bought this that I didn't have to for you and then you never say thank you. But then I think like after that then I calm myself down and realized it doesn't matter what, like okay lah, I did something nice.
Yeah.
Then just,
No, wait, sorry. Maybe she was trying to buy a second item, but then you cut her queue. Then she's like, wow, rude, sia, this guy. And then never wait for me to finish.
maybe the whole time right, she was shaking because when I went there the thing was stuck already. Right? Maybe she was shaking because she
Oh,
was trying to get it for
shit.
free. Maybe she never paid at all. No wonder she never said thank you. She's more like faster run.
No one knows. No one
Yeah.
knows. But something that someone said about charity that stood out to me a while back, right, was that if, for example, when we talk about like donating stuff, right, then we think we are very noble, but then in actual fact, right, you're just giving out stuff that you don't want already,
Yeah.
or that you don't really care about. Then there is no level of so-called sacrifice in that. Then is that really altruism?
But as you must understand that when you sit on your high and mighty horse, right? Okay, you must realize that I could throw this away. And nobody will ever have the privilege of using this privilege.
The LV
enjoying this.
t-shirt.
But instead, I'm going to take the effort to put this in a bag and gift it charitably to somebody else.
I
You
think
understand or not that perspective?
the most important
Thank
thing is
Thank you.
both are correct. I think the difference is that there are many people who take t-shirts, right, got hole and all, and still donate it.
But that's
T-shirts
Kanye West easy. That's like expensive shit there. That's the expensive stuff right there.
So
Yeah.
I think the point is like I think it's completely fine to do it, even if it's meant to help you save space. But just make sure that they're all in good like working condition.
Yeah, please. No like dirty socks or like.
How you kena before?
You're not supposed to donate certain things like underwear, right?
Of course.
Yeah, but there are people who.
Asking for a friend.
No one
Yeah,
can
yeah,
sell or
people do
lame. Back to your point on like posting about or like flexing lah on my charity about my charity, right? There is actually this guy who said something quite interesting that he said modern altruism is all about performance. And then like the examples that he brought up was like, say for example the ice bucket challenge, which became a like celebrity like tech 3 friends and do, and then people pretty much don't know. It came to a point where it was lost what this challenge is actually about. It became a can I tahan this freezing water?
And yet, let me attach like a good cause to it so that I'm a good person as well.
Yeah, and then they call it green show-offs, which boost the sale of environmentally friendly products. Yeah. So
But-
there are all these people, but then like what Dan mentioned also, right? At the end of it is kind of a win-win situation, right? You virtue signal, and then you are somewhat raising awareness for it. So my question is, right, does social media activism actually work? Because if the product of it is raising awareness, like the ice bucket challenge, so viral, right? Then everybody is looking, what is this challenge? And then you learn about the ALS thing. Then
Yeah.
is that a good thing?
Yeah, I think it's a
it
campaign
depends
well
on the
done.
stages. I feel like with social media and any campaigns like this, right, they have to be stages to it, So the first one is obviously awareness.
Yep.
And sure, you go and build up as much awareness as you can. But after that, when it comes to action, you have to see something through. There has to be that progress that is made, the true impact has
But
to
is
be there.
awareness not progress?
No, it is. But it is not the final product. It is not enough. Awareness is not enough to fix anything. Besides the ice bucket challenge, if you did or did not do, right? Did you do anything for the cause? Did you actually donate to the research
Yeah,
teams
but
that
then
are
again,
helping
that
and all
is the
that?
second step of the campaign,
Which I think happened. Like maybe not from us.
Yeah,
'cause- but I think a lot of people did donate. They definitely got a lot more donations than if they didn't do the ice bucket challenge.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
like we talk about activism, right? I think the ALS was a very accessible way to do activism, as opposed to like when you have social media activists like staying like very aggressively telling you why you need to be interested in a particular like cause or whatever. Right? That to me is a turn off. But having something as accessible like ALS, even though it was very superficial, to me it's like a positive way of like doing.
But are people who are doing it just
Activism.
attention seeking?
But then the
Yeah.
debate initially was, does it matter,
Does it
right?
matter?
Right.
Yeah.
So my question now is, how much can we measure the true impact of a campaign like this, as well as it did, right?
Right.
Did the Ice Bucket Challenge actually help the research for ALS cures and all that? Did it help it to progress like by heaps and bounds? Or at the end of the day, right, now that nobody gives a about it again, what happened? What happened to
So,
the people that suffer from ALS?
This specific initiative actually became a huge fundraising success, bringing in $100 million in 30 days and $115 million over the following summer. So it raised over $200 million for the cause. Yeah, so I guess that's quite a good measure.
Plus, like you talk about like green something. Buying-
Green show-offs.
Green show off, right? And I think that's very interesting because people are basically buying stuff to be seen using green stuff. They don't necessarily actually believe in like the whole environment, or like are not particularly passionate about the environment, but they're doing it just so that they are seen carrying something that's green. At the end of the day, it is good for the environment.
Yeah,
mah.
it is good. I feel so too. Really, I think it's really okay. Even if it's just to show off, I think it helps. I mean, then again, yes, I know what I mean. That's the stage one, lor. That's level one. And then how are we gonna
what she's
progress to
saying,
stage
right,
one to
which is
stage
that
two?
the money was actually generated and
Yes.
all that kind of thing, then that's great. Because at the end of the day, there was a CTA, right? There was a call to action for
Yeah.
it, and it did achieve. I'm guessing that was their target or more than their target, lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my issue with it is when the purpose of it dilutes. So like when I mentioned just now,
Yeah.
like it came to the extent that people don't really know what it's about anymore. It's just doing it for the sake of this is a trend.
Is there not TikTok
And then,
for everything?
but on that note, right, if we bring up the most recent example, which I would say is the George Floyd situation, where there was the whole Blackout Tuesday, I think, or like Black Tuesday, I cannot remember what it's called. But then it became everybody post a black square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When that was not the original intention of it. The original intention was nobody post so that black voices can post and be heard.
Correct. And then
Yeah.
the hashtag they had to change it, right? Because everyone's using that same hashtag.
Exactly, so that it became
Flooding.
diluted. And with the whole like hashtag, your silence is complicit. Like that thing, I mean, that really like, that was very iffy to me because it felt like you are just, at that point, right, by saying your silence is complicit, you are just driving people to post for the sake of, I don't want to be complicit, you know? That's why I don't understand anything about it, but I'm just posting just so that my friends can see that I am not racist or what.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is why I think it goes back to the movement. I mean, like something like this isn't as organized as like an entire like foundation or whatever, right?
Right.
But whoever leads the movement and creates that mechanic needs to make it very clear what the mechanic is, so that there is some element of like education. The ALS thing was that when you put that ice bucket like on you, right?
It simulates the feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And so there is actually some connection to that. Even if no one, like, even if like 50% of people don't get it, there's at least some element of the education there. And you're right. I think there's a lot of causes that go out there that actually goes against the whole messaging
Yeah.
because of the mechanic not being clear.
Yeah.
lah.
Like to me, I think the biggest takeaway, like using these examples, right, is that yes, social media is a very powerful tool. It's obviously going to be part of any of these kind of campaigns. But I think a lot of people should look inwards and look around them in their vicinity, right, in the real world, and look at what you can actually do. Like actionable things you can actually do to help any like communities around you or whatever. Like even with Black Lives Matter, right, it was more of a matter of go and reach out and speak and talk to a friend of that community.
Exactly.
Yeah, like that is a lot of that, right? We don't do. Instead, we, like what you mentioned, performative. So you are a hypocrite if you perform online and then you don't perform in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's one discrepancy that needs to be fixed. But I think first and foremost, look at reality and see what you can do first in the real world.
Yeah. So to conclude, right, it was actually noted it was a paper that they were writing that they called it altruistic narcissism, but they say it's certainly effective because it is a fact that we don't necessarily do good things unless we are adequately provoked, which I do agree. I mean, I personally relate to that. Yeah. So they say call it what it will. It's a necessary evil, a means to an end. Narcissism isn't going to go away, but while it's still here, it might as well be harnessed to make the world a better place.
Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah.
I thought he was
agree
gonna
with
fight.
that. I think what's just surprising to me is that like ALS was so long ago, and I don't think there has been a successful campaign on social media. And now with TikTok being so prevalent, it's like almost the perfect platform, but there hasn't been anything to that level since.
Yeah.
Maybe because it's diluted.
Perhaps.
So all go donate blood together.
Yeah.
Okay, I
We
will.
dump a bucket of blood. No?
Wait, that's very against what they want. They want
We stick the blood, we get more donation.
We try organize it. We do like a gravity blood donation. We see whether we can get them to bring the f***ing thing down.
the blood truck.
Yeah, I was gonna say food truck. But it's a special TDK blood donation drive at our office.
Oh, that's
So you can
nice.
come down, can check out the site, take some pictures here.
And at the same time, do
Who
the
we think we are?
People say they prefer our old sets.
Only 2 people come.
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Oh no, then
No, it'd be quite cute because we will make it look right like ketchup packets, like giant ketchup packets that you fill with the blood.
Then a sticker.
Yeah.
So cute.
But then during lunch we have to be careful.
no,
Put in the right fridge.
Okay, let us know if you want.
If more than 15 people say they're interested, we might do it.
Okay. Thank you everybody for watching today's episode. As I mentioned earlier, this is sponsored by the Red Cross and they want to get more young people, new blood, fresh blood to go and donate. Nice. It's nothing to be afraid of, okay, even though Dan is very afraid of it, but you just distract yourself.
It's me. It's not them.
Believe in yourself, you can do it, okay? Let us know if you want us to host one. Okay, we try.
Donate blood, save lives.
I think that's the actual.
Oh, really?
I think that's the actual.
Wow.
Yes. Okay, thanks for watching. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Every time I think of liver, right, you know what I think of? You know when you all eat scallop, then got the sack, the extra sack. I keep picturing that, yeah. Then after that, I start picturing a sling bag.
The Dior saddlebag.